Pak Ou Caves. If you are planning to visit Luang Prabang or if you are at Luang Prabang, Laos, Pak Ou Caves is probably one of the highly recommended places to visit because on paper wise it does sound very interesting. There's a collection of several thousand Buddhist statues in this cave located along the river. Sounds very historical, sounds very cultural, but the actual reality is I would say it's quite a little overrated from our experience visiting this, and allow me to share why. Firstly, the cave is not located anywhere near Luang Prabang, and if you do some research or if you ask around, the most recommended way or the most popular way to get to the caves is via a boat ride. But this boat ride, I mean, again, on paper sounds very nice, a 2-hour boat ride along the river. Sounds very relaxing, sounds very calming, but actually it can, from our experience, it can get quite boring and quite, I think, numb or bland after a while, because the boat itself is not that big. It's quite a small boat, and your seat is not that big either, so it's a very cramped up space. So imagine sitting 2 hours just one way towards this cave. It's not really fun experience, and I feel that from the journey to and fro, in total it took 3 hours. So for the journey towards there, what you can expect is that it's a slow journey, so they'll drive slower, which take 2 hours so that you can really take in the sights. I guess they want you to take in sight, but yeah, as I said, it can get quite painful and quite boring after a while. And the journey back, they drive faster, but of course it's still a 1 hour trip. So in total you are wasting 3 hours on the boat, and unless you really love a slow boat ride, just looking at the river without moving much, and God forbid you need the toilet during this time, it's not quite enjoyable, I would say. Another thing to note is that there's also a mandatory stop in this place called Ban Xang Hai, which is technically like a small village. They market it as a small village, but in actual sense it's like a tourist stop where they attempt to sell you overpriced products like scarves and also homemade alcohol, which I don't need to tell you how dangerous it can get in Laos. So yeah. But aside from this, I would still say the cave is interesting, although I wouldn't recommend this as a very high must visit list if you have limited time in Luang Prabang, because the journey itself to this cave, and I mean there's just 2 small caves, you can hike a little bit just to look at the scenery and whatnot, but there's not a lot of things to do here, and the cave system is not that big. It's actually, I would say, just smaller size 2 caves where you can just see the Buddhist statues. So if you have other things to do and if you have limited time, I would recommend you doing other things. And of course, with this boat tour, there's also this mandatory tourist stop where they are trying to make you buy their whiskey and their local produce, which also didn't give me quite a good taste of it. So if you ask me, I would, like I said, I would recommend not prioritizing this. If you really like river rides, if you really like something to do and you have nothing to do really, then you can consider this. But if you have other alternatives or other choices of activities, I would highly recommend you do those instead. So yeah, this pretty much sums up what to expect from a boat ride visit, a boat tour to Pak Ou Caves, and I hope that this gives you a better idea of how this tour will look like, so that you have a better idea of how you plan your activities as well. So yep, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and yeah, thank you.